Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly show some of the web applications we have that are based on GF. So this is the GF homepage, and I already showed some of the Facebook demo that we have here. So these are web applications that are installed on our server. But we also have a new thing here, the GF Cloud Services, which is at cloud.grammaticalframework.org. So we have some small web applications that you can use, and also some documentations for of these applications and the APIs that you can use that these applications are based on. So we have the mini bar here, for example, that you already showed, and we have a grammar editor, a web-based grammar editor, so you can create small GF grammars. So let's say if you want to try out GF without downloading and installing things, you can just go to this website and try it out. So this is not a full-blown development environment like what you get in Eclipse with the GF Eclipse plugin that John showed yesterday. And then the most recent thing is this translation tool, which lets you create bilingual documents by entering a text in a source language and have it translated to a target language with some translation tools. So maybe I'll show that first. Well, I should say also that so these are available on our server, but they are also, one goal with creating this is that they should be easy to run on any computer. So unlike the other demos, which are installed on our server, then they require you to have the Apache web server and support for fast CGI and stuff, and to compile them you also need to have environment set up where you can create fast CGI applications. So with these things, everything you need to run them is included in the GF distribution. So you can run them locally. So I'm going to do that now. If you have GF installed, then all you have to do is say GF-server. And then it tells you that you open this link in your browser to get to these applications. Now I'll do that. So now I have the same thing running on my own computer. And so yeah, I'll show this simple translation tool. So I have some documents here already, but let's start with creating a new document from scratch. And then you can import some text in it. The only way to import things at the moment, this is under development, is to copy and paste text from another document. So I have some text here that I can copy. And paste here. So now it what's important, but there's no translations. Oh yes, we have to pick a translation method, and the default is manual translation. But then you can also use GF and one of the grammars that are installed on the server. And so I picked the Facebook grammar, and that worked very well for this example, because this example was designed for use with the Facebook grammar. And then you get translations, and in some cases there are ambiguities, and then you can pick among the possible translations. And we can maybe we want the target language to be Spanish. We got the Spanish translation. Here are also some ambiguities. I can also post edit if I click on something I can now. I don't know Spanish. I don't know if I wanted to formulate this in some other way. I could just go in here and edit it, and that change will be saved instead. Yeah.
¿Sabes qué tan lejos del hotel del restaurante italiano está? Victor, can you translate do you know how far the best Italian restaurant is from the hotel? Because that's... ¿Qué tan lejos? I don't think you can say that.
¿Cómo de lejos?
Sí.
¿Cómo de lejos está el mejor restaurante italiano?
Del hotel.
Okay. So now there's an opportunity to go in here and fix this.
Okay.
If I wanted to, I could do that. But well.
This one will be like, did you know that so far from the hotel, the best restaurant, that the best restaurant is so far from the hotel?
Okay. Well, we can try another translation method to see if we get something better.
Okay.
So this I added the other day.
This one will probably be worse. Give it a go. ¿Sabes qué lejos? Yeah. Horrible. Oh. Yeah, it's really, really painful.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, this is work in progress, and this is something that is part of the MOLTO project. One of the things we are supposed to produce is a translation tool that improves productivity for translators, that makes use of GF and other translation methods. And so far, so as we saw, we have GF and Apertium support in this editor. And this will probably be integrated in some larger translation management system. And a group in Helsinki has been talking about using something called Global Sites for this.
You're using the web service of Apertium or local?
Yeah, this is the web service. You can also view this when you're working on translation. Maybe it's easier to see it segment by segment like this, but you can also view it as two parallel texts. Okay.
That's really weird because I just tried that on my computer and I get very different results.
But you're probably running SDN?
Yeah.
So it might
But
be fixing.
This Italian wine is delicious, as esto el vino italiano es delicioso, is really, really, really strange. Let's try that on the web. Yeah, that's really, really odd.
Could it be that you translate it to only using part of Apertium, only the BX without the transfer rules?
Well, I read about the
It's
API
also,
and I used it the way I thought it was supposed to be used. So
are you translating it word by word in the API?
No.
You're giving it the whole sentence.
Yeah.
On the web, it comes out fine. Okay, let's try this with the.
So what SVN version do you use?
No, this is even on. This is even on the web. Yeah.
Yeah.
Castellà. English. Okay. Yeah, in the web service, the version is very strange.
That's probably about
Or bug.
Okay. Go to apertium.com and apertium.org.
Anyway, how much time?
Well, we still have at least 5 minutes.
Okay, I can show one more thing.
Yes.
So I can quickly show one of the things you can do in this grammar editor. So here I have a very small grammar for food comments. same example as we saw yesterday. So here you can define the abstract syntax and then the linearizations to different languages. And then
That's fine. Then I'll try it on the Python.com.
you can test the grammar in the minibar. Just press the minibar grammar, and then the grammar is compiled and opened in the minibar, and then you can see, you can type in things.
It works on the other minibar, the translation, vegetarian one is delicious. Yeah, we will see actually.
Type in things like that, and then you see the translations to languages supported by the grammar. And then one new thing that Arne showed here is that you can replace words by clicking on them and picking another word. And then, yeah, for agreement, other words are changed as necessary. So the adjectives and the determinants in Swedish, for example, are changed according to the new word. So the editing is done on the abstract syntax and really linearized. And then one of the newest thing here is that now there is integration between the grammar editor and this translation tool. So if you want to use a word that is not yet in the grammar, there is a way here to add a new word. So if I want to talk about something else, for example, butter, I can add that to the grammar here.
So I was really interested in this. How does it? Can you? Sorry, I was talking. If I want to new grammar, what's abstract? What do I write there?
Sorry.
Abstract. What does it mean?
So okay, I'll go back to the
Thanks.
to the grammar. The grammar looks like this. You have the abstract syntax where you have the functions
Okay.
that build the trees in the abstract syntax.
So if I type like, does it have to be in English?
No, this is whatever naming convention you want to use. I think we've almost always used English to name things in the abstract syntax.
Okay.
But what I was about to show is the integration between the grammar editor and the minibar, so that you can sort of on the fly extend the grammar. And that's just something, if you are thinking about a document authoring tool for high quality translations, then maybe you encounter the situation where a word that you want to use is not in the grammar, and then you want to have sort of an easy way to extend the grammar. So this is illustrating that you can have an interface for doing that. So in this example, if I want to talk about, I mean, there's not so many things I can talk about here. I can talk about wine and bread and fish.
Biblical.
But maybe I want to talk about butter instead. So then you get this little form where you can fill in. You can pick a name for the new function in the abstract syntax. I've done this before. And then you add linearization rules for the different languages. And now I'm using the little built-in lexicon in the resource grammar library, so this can be the same in all languages. So it already exists in the resource grammar library, so I don't have to know Spanish to be able to do this actually. So now that these extensions have been made in the grammar, and the grammar was recompiled, and now we have this extra word to choose from.
In Spanish, pez is like a fish in the sea. If you want to say the food, it's pescado.
Okay, so maybe we can. Well, now I can talk about butter.
Manteca means fat.
Should we?
Fish.
Fish. I can change this fish then. Since this is fish in the sea, I could put in. What did you say?
Pescado.
Pescado.
P-E-S.
C-A-D-O. Yeah.
Like that.
As in fished.
Uh-huh.
Pescado is to fish, and pescado is
okay.
something to
What
fish.
has been fished?
right?
Yeah.
So now we've got the other one, so now it's,
Oh,
And
so now it's wrong on the C.
I have to import the
Yes.
paradigms for Spanish to make this. And let's see what we get for Greek now.
Okay,
So
that's good.
it's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that I think was the things I was planning to show. And we'll see now you can sort of with this web-based environment you can edit grammars and you can try them out.
Do
You
these
can-
changes get merged back automatically, or do you do it manually?
No, the butter is here now,
Yes.
like we had it before, and yeah, it's.
But I mean, is that now in your
so
source
this?
repository, your grammar library?
So these grammars are sort of stored in the cloud.
Okay. So that's
They-
changed in
it's-
the cloud
Yeah, yeah.
for everyone.
So there's really no grammar sharing yet in this cloud. You have your own set of grammars.
Okay.
And this is a cloud running on that machine right now.
Yeah, now it's my personal cloud on my machine.
It's a very small cloud.
Thomas's cloud.
Well, actually, there are buttons here if I want to synchronize
Okay.
with the cloud.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So now they are in the cloud.
Okay.
But the cloud is in here
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on the Kindle, the editor.